Why? Neither
but
do I.
we're about to find out here in a second if he goes Sonic or not.
As we saw in doubles, he does have a very functional Cloud. You talked about his Mario. It'll be interesting, do you make that calculated risk of stepping away from your main in top 6? In top 6, trying to make top 5. I'm curious if this is going to actually pay out to top 8 or top 3. We're at a 100-man tournament, so I'm assuming it's going to be top 8. And that's got to be, at least in the back of their mind as they sit down here.
We are gonna see some Sonics.
Wow, Wrath giving it a look. Is there anything you can do? I can do better. That quick mash from both players saying, I can spin dash real well. I didn't even realize that Sonido's actually wearing a Wombo Combo t-shirt right now.
I love
That's
that shirt.
beautiful.
I want one.
That's beautiful.
It's not as good as Reflex's poncho, though.
Maybe, just maybe, if Wrath advances here and stays the sole Georgia member left, Reflex will give him poncho powers.
Oh, no.
Will pass over the ponchos and let it pass through, achieve osmosis.
Oh, no.
We established actually during top 16 the storyline of the Reflex poncho.
Oh, really?
Yes, his father before him in the olden days of Counter-Strike wore the poncho originally. So, just absorbed throughout the years all of the neutral that comes through a variety of fighting games and passed on to Reflex now. All right, Sonic Ditto on Smashville. White shoes is Sonido, red shoes is Wrath. That's honestly going to be the hardest part for me in this matchup is trying to figure out which one is which. Sonic doesn't actually have the most varied of color schemes, to say the least. It's like him and Pac-Man, man. It's so difficult to tell the difference between the two.
The question is, which Sonic has harnessed the power of the Chaos Emeralds?
It's an honest question. Wow, really just intricate movement from both players right now. Daring each other, really. Either player will sit on the other opposite side of the stage from one another, charging the spin dash, does not get the forward smash there. And then, just daring the other person to, be the first one to blink. And Sonido, on the losing end of these exchanges so far, taking 75 to Wrath's 10. And we are now currently a minute in.
Now, Wrath is known as someone who is a bit of a campy Sonic, but he has taken the initiative in this game.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, he knows, who better to use the tools against him than another Sonic. He has to push the initiative at least at the start. And the last thing he wants is to be caught up in his own game plan and have it used against him. Beautiful pivot grab there. Good lord. Calling out the return to ledge there. Finally gets something going there with the spin dash and air. Sonido now lurking underneath that platform, getting the back air as well. He's going to come down with a nair, though. Okay, I was wondering how he was going to come in. He was looking a little aggressive. Now Sonido back off stage. We see both players reset to neutral. Just a touch now. So the up throw, and enough to do it. The Smashville platform assist. 159 is the first stock. We have 4 minutes left to go in game 1, and Wrath has only taken 45%. Sonido has to make something happen in a hurry, or he is going to simply be caught looking as Wrath takes game 1. Now, from my understanding, the more button presses you get on the spin dash gives it it strengthens the move itself. And that's really going to be interesting to see too. When we talk about whether each player is going to blink first, how much of a charge they have going into it before they rush at the other opponent. 60 to 46 right now. Sonido kind of hurt. Gets the footstool there, but no follow-ups after it.
Missing the opportunity. Sonido hasn't made much of any opportunities in this matchup.
Wrath double dipping daring on the spring that Sonido left behind for him. Sonido finally getting some kind of pressure, but has to immediately give it up. Sonic speed just mitigates really any advantage state. We are over halfway through this game 1, and Sonido is facing a large hole.
Now Wrath just letting Sonido get back to the stage.
Yeah, and beautiful cancel on that spin dash there, allowing Sonido to get that back throw. And unfortunately for him, Smashville smiling upon Wrath right there, allowing him to spring up to this platform and not have to interact with Sonido at the ledge.
Another bumper track, but Sonido getting to the stage nicely. Wrath has done a great job of limiting his mistakes and not giving Sonido any form of opportunities.
Back throw, not enough to do it there, but we are getting dangerously close to that
Bumper
being a kill
trap.
option. Goodbye, Sonido. No, the magnet hands enough to do it, letting him live for hopefully a little bit longer. And Wrath surviving the back air. Taking away from Sonido and getting away from that pressure. Down tilt? Wow. Not sure what Wrath came down with.
They had forward smash will do it. Game 1 going to Wrath. Now, here's the situation. Will we see a character switch from Sonido, or does he want to stick it out with his boy?
We'll see. We'll see. Now, something I like to bring up, you mentioned earlier, which Sonic's going to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds. It was actually back at Big House. There were 6 of the world's most prominent Sonics in town, and I believe it was Static Manny and Supergirl Kells or seven of the top Sonics, and each Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. And as each Sonic was knocked out of bracket, they passed off that emerald to the next one until one was left with all 7.
I remember that.
It was such a beautiful concept and something I'd love to see, done more often at events. But we are off to Battlefield now, and the ditto continues.
Sonido going to stick it out with his boy, but Wrath seems to know the matchup very well. He is a top level Sonic.
No, without a doubt, Wrath easily considered in top 5 in the world. Right now, I mean, it's fascinating, really, what Sonic can do. It was actually just last night that Ken fully dominated the most recent Japanese tournament and winning it outright with only dropping a game to 9B in Grand Finals. Or dropping a game of Grand Finals, excuse me. And Wrath right now just clipping at the heels of Sonido with up airs.
Now, every opportunity Sonido's had, Wrath has done a great job of sniffing it out. Like, you notice, like, every time Sonido's even close to him, Wrath's going to shield. It's like he's in his head. He has him downloaded. He knows exactly what Sonido's going to do.
Absolutely, and you're going to have to maybe get some spin dash cancel grabs, some run and pivot grabs, something to mix up that shield option. Watching the spin dash in unison and then throw up back airs one over top of the other has been actually really funny to watch so far. Spin dash up air once again from Wrath. I mean, and this is just looking really rough right now from Sonido, just unable to counteract the quicker, younger Wrath. It's the up air, Sonido. Oh, tries to bait the air dodge and get the back air, but Wrath was ready for it, air dodging down and getting the advantage state back. Sonido currently doubled up on percents. Wrath more than happy to play patient right now.
Sonido needs to get something going, but he hasn't done nothing to get anything going.
And it really comes down to which Sonic can just execute their game plan the most. And Wrath has shown no trouble with that so far. Wow, getting the up smash there. First time we've seen that this set. All right, it's 120 now to Wrath's 40-49. And just grabs him in the middle of the stage. Using the up air to cut through the stage there and not allowing Wrath to get that charge to the F smash. And now getting the down tilt too. Wrath just pressuring Sonido at every moment and just gets the F smash. That is stock 1 done for Sonido.
We have about 3 minutes left. It's been a very slow-paced matchup for both these guys.
Oh, this is going to be a very slow-paced set. I have no doubt of that. And that's not any sort of detriment whatsoever to Wrath and his playstyle. This is Sonic played optimally. I know he's been the focus of a little bit of hate online from some more vocal members of the Smash community, and I think it's very unfortunate. You see a young man like this really just developing as we've seen him in the last year. It wasn't that long ago that he really was an unheard of player. But now, able to go in top 8 events like this, top 8 the last 2 PGR events, trying to get his way into larger scale events, doesn't have the ability to travel, and using those online tournaments to the best of his ability to try and make it out to Genesis, and Big House was actually where he won the PGR and was able to get out there. Sonido's tried the same thing every time to go up against Sonic, and Wrath has
snuffed it out every time.
Without a doubt. And we know we only have 2 minutes left, and I don't think Wrath is anywhere close to losing the stock. We might actually see a timeout 2 stock.
It wouldn't shock me.
Both Sonics charge in, one jumping over the other there. I'd be very surprised if we don't see a counter pick from Sonido after this. I mean, this has just been an absolute just display of the Sonic Ditto from Wrath so far.
Sonido will need to make a character change in the next set. But look at that.
Wow, and just like that, the 2 stock is dead. JV's count.
Taking his time.
Man, I promise you, if Wrath manages to get a JV timeout, I'll be proud of the kid. I'll be proud of the kid.
It's kind of hard to not play proud of the kid. He's playing so well right now.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, and that's something I'm really fascinated about. Like, I have been in the Smash community for a couple of years now. You know, nowhere near as long as some of the veterans, of course. But I still suffer from tournament nerves. Wrath, on the other hand, sitting in top 8 like it's, you know, just another Sunday.
The thing is about kids that age, they don't know to feel nerves. They don't know they're supposed to be nervous.
That's actually, I mean, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that's a fantastic problem to have.
Cancels the spin dash and immediately gets the grab. Doesn't get the up air follow-up, though. Sonido just out of the percents. Oh, stage spike, but he doesn't make it back. Magnet hands. Sonic with some of the best magnet hands in the game, too. Able to seemingly snap back from everywhere. Does not
let
get the
Sonido get back to the stage there.
35 seconds now. Sonido is going to have to hope for some kind of miracle to not face a 2-0 deficit. The miracle answered briefly there by able to survive that back air, but we're going to see the down throw. Excuse me. 15 seconds left. Sonido gets a fair. He does have the advantage right now, but he just can't seem to confirm on Sonic. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. On to game 3. Wrath convincingly winning the Sonic Ditto so
Sonido
far.
laughing a little bit. I wonder if it's a laugh. Must be a laugh of frustration because he did not show what he should have that set.
Yeah, and it's difficult, you know. You never want to be shown up in the Ditto.
No.
You know, Dittos really don't mean much when you look at, you know, who's a better player in the character, but, you know, this has been dominant so far from Wrath, and Sonido deep in thought.
It's definitely a pride thing.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Now, does Sonido switch here? That's the question. We're definitely going to see it. We are going to see the Cloud.
All right, and
we saw the Cloud a lot on Friday doubles, and he displayed a lot of proficiency. So
no doubt, and we hear a slight round of applause from the crowd. They're hoping that this will be the spark that he needs. Unfortunately for him, and it wasn't that long ago that Wrath was, you know, beating the brakes off of Anti's Cloud. Battlefield is going to be possibly the last stop for Sonido on this tournament ride.
Trying to get something going. Sonic trying to make sure Cloud doesn't get any limit charge by getting right up in his face. You've seen his strategy change a little bit with the character switch.
And that's what Cloud does to you, man. You know, he forces him to play around you instead of the other way around. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wrath, you know, gets a lead and, you know, returns back to the patient play. But in the opening few minutes, you have to make sure you get as much of a positioning situation as you can. 43-8 right now.
But Cloud with limit, anything's possible here. You get right back into this match just like that.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Comes in with spin dash up air there. Oh, and the get up attack. It looked like Sonido had well scouted that out, but just barely got clipped by it.
Now we did. I remember on those Friday doubles, Sonido used limit more as a recovery option instead of an attack option.
You're absolutely right. You know, really channeling that the more traditionally Japanese style of Cloud. You know, using the frame bonuses and airspeed benefits that Cloud does get from limit. However, Wrath reading the slow recovery there from Cloud and closing out stock 1 in only 90 seconds.
Now you got to think, Cloud is there are Clouds in Jordan.
Oh, so, there's a few.
So Wrath probably knows this matchup like the back of his hands.
Oh my God. Is he gonna make it back? Yes. Snaps to the ledge right there. But Wrath was making that look like short work. Just misses the fair there. Sonido trying desperately to just close out this first stock. He is a long way from it, too, outside of a extremely hard read.
Back air sitting Sonic at a rough spot. Now Sonido probably needs to use limit to attack instead of what he usually does. So he is at such a deficit right now. He needs anything he can to get back into this match.
Well, Sonic's now starting to get in the percents where F tilt, F smash, maybe a high up air would do something. But he does burn limit there. Good perfect shield, but really no follow-ups from it. Ooh, and Cloud in the clouds, if you will. Back air, good night.
The back air again.
What patience from Wrath right there. Absolutely fantastic. Waited, saw that the no air dodge was coming. Sonido was at the point that if he did air dodge, he was going to fall too far down and closed out that set. And now, you know, I was hoping to see a couple of episodes along the way, but we're at top 4. And what I expected to be top 4 is top 4. Losers semi